Hi, I'm Kaylin and I'm co-founder of K2Cam, which is my marketing firm, Client Attraction Marketing. This is my buddy Oberon, who joins me in all of my videos. Not only is he my branding piece, but he's my buddy. He represents clarity, he represents wisdom, he represents empowerment, and I want all of those things associated with me, certainly with my brand, and certainly present in my videos. So there you have some examples of branding techniques. Now let's get straight to our topic. Is there a secret to being successful? Of course, actually there's several secrets. But today I want to talk to you about how to have your business stand out. So here's my story for you. The other day, my daughter, who is 9 years old and cuter than a button, she said to me that she knows that vampires don't exist. Great topic, right? Well, the thing is, I said to her, how do you know? Because I want her to always keep an open mind. And she said, well, I haven't seen any, they don't exist. And I said to her, well, have you been everywhere in the world? And she was like, no. I was like, then, you don't know that they don't exist. Maybe a better statement would be that I haven't experienced vampires to this point. So, I know that in my experience so far, they don't exist. Now, that might sound a little weird to you, or it might sound a little picky in talking to a 9-year-old. But what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to set her up because I want her to leave some room for the fact that you don't know everything and you haven't experienced the whole world, and the world could always surprise you. That there could be something out there, right? I mean, it's really this place of setting up a flexible state of mind instead of an inflexible one that thinks it knows everything and that's done, because you close the door when you make a conclusion like that. So I'm trying to teach her to stay open. Now, what does that have to do with the secret of success? Well, I want you to stop and think about the fact that there are some people who are phenomenal at what they do. They're so good that they're like vampires. Just like my daughter had said. They are so good that they're probably out there. I mean, this is an unlimited universe. This is a huge world. Like, who knows what's out there? There's vampire bats. In history, there have been people who have drunk the blood of other people. There are some possible explanations. There is some possibility out there. There could be an expert vampire out there, but you and I don't know about him or her. Now, we know about all sorts of movies that have been written about vampires. So the concept has been stolen and Hollywoodized, if you will. But you kind of get a sense of where I'm going. On the one hand, you have some best kept secrets that no one knows about, and maybe those vampires want to be best kept. But I just know that with you in your business, just like my cat Peppermint here, you don't want to be best kept. You want to come out in front of the limelight, right? You want to be known for what you do. You want to have a reputation. You want your business to stand out. Just like my cat here. He wants all of his business about getting pet to really stand out. So he's making it known. Well, there's something to be said for that. And I clearly didn't stage my cat's behavior, but this is working out perfectly because I think that it can kind of show you some of what I'm talking about. Here's the thing. There are people who aren't really very good at what they do. I consider myself to be kind of fortunate because most of the entrepreneurs I meet, they're all really good at what they do. So you have both sides. People who aren't good at what they do, but are famous, and people who are really good at what they do, but they have the vampire syndrome. You'd think that they were trying to only come out at night because no one knows about them. One big thing that you can do is have a Hollywood movie about you. You get that drift? In other words, make sure that you're being marketed. Make sure that you're being seen, just like Peppermint here. Make sure to really get out there, because I have seen some videos, for example, on YouTube. I was up late one night, I couldn't sleep, and I was watching astrologers. I think I had followed someone's post on Google Plus, and I wound up watching this astrologer talking, doing card readings and talking about the next month for us, Sagittarius or something like that. And it was phenomenal to me. They were doing readings just for certain signs, even though the person wasn't in front of them. And frankly, I don't know how good they were, but it was kind of boring. In one video, there was just a shot of someone's table and the cards on the table and their hands moving around, and and they advertised themselves, so it was kind of not terribly captivating. And I was astonished at how many followers, how many subscribers they had. So it's not necessarily about having the greatest content in the world, although I, of course, think you should. That makes a difference. That's a big part of what makes you stand out. But more than that, it's about being sure that you're seen with it. It's about making sure that you have the exposure. Because if you have that vampire syndrome and no one's seeing you, like my cat Peppermint, who's gone now, no one knows to come to you. Sometimes as entrepreneurs, we get this idea in our heads that since we're so good at what we do, people should really think we're good at what we do. Like they should seek us out. Almost like they should appreciate us before they even know about us because we're so good at it. Here's the thing. I've had that happen to me. I've had those thoughts, but then I came to realize the same thing that I want you to realize. When someone doesn't know you exist, they can't appreciate you. They can't find out about you when you're not being advertised somehow or another, when you're not out there showing up in front of them, and they really can't decide that you're good at what you do until they hear more from you. You get a really good sense of that? I think we've covered that pretty well. So, one of the secrets to being successful is in your marketing or your advertising. Make sure that you're really getting out there, because otherwise, vampires just become a myth. And most of us, while we might keep an open mind, we pretty much recognize that they don't really exist. Make sure that if you're a vampire, you're on the big screen. Otherwise, you might as well not exist, because no one's going to know to come and seek you out. You might go seeking them out, but that's not near as much fun, right? When you have to go knocking on doors to try to get business, just not the same. Make sure that you are appreciated. Make sure that you really get out. Use your social media marketing, use your email marketing, and go do some advertising online. At this point, it's feasible. It can fit into your budget because it's not terribly expensive. I'm sure that'll change as things go, or maybe not, hopefully not. But, do what you can to make sure that you really are gaining the exposure and the appreciation for what you do that you deserve. And there's your secret to success.